foremost, I would like to thank you on behalf of my family and I for all being here in this what turned out to be a very difficult time for us. We appreciate all your support, all your love, all the words, all the texts, all the calls, more than you know. So my father was born in June 15th, 1955. I broke the mic. So my grandparents, Jose, Daddy Police was his nickname. That's Tagalog for cop dad, I guess. And our grandmother, Victoria, Mami Toyang Constantino, was the youngest of 6 children in Pueblo Valenzuela in Bulacan, where he spent most of his childhood. He was married in May 16th, 1976, to my mother, Mary Lou. And they were married for 41 years, and they have 4 children. Yours truly, Mark Jason, Richard Brian, and Christine Louise, and 3 grandchildren, Brian, Jaden, and Jasmine, and 2 more on the way. My dad loved to cook. One of his specialties was giniling with quail egg and some vegetables. I would look forward to that so much. He made the best beef steak with potatoes. Probably the worst food for you because of all the fat. And he loved it. He was also a singer. He was a music lover. He loved jazz standards. Misty by Johnny Mathis was his favorite song. And when I was younger, I kind of remember like playing guitar, so he knew how to play that too. He was an actor in school when he was younger. And I saw in some Facebook comments that, even his teachers and his classmates remembered. It must have been really good. Never acted for us though, so we don't know. He also loved art. That's probably where I got my love of art from. Probably most people don't know he was a very good artist as well, I think. He worked for an art gallery for more than 10 years, Leonard Hutton Galleries. He also got me my first job there, painting walls. And he loved to watch baseball. He was a Yankees fan. He loved to watch boxing, as all Filipino dads do. He was also a handyman at home. He fixed everything, or he at least tried. If he didn't know how to fix it, he'll kind of try up to the point where it worked, and just said it was done. But that's how he was. There's so many things I want to say about my dad, but I guess if you really wanted to know my dad, you had to understand that there was 2 sides to him. He was cool, as you can see from the pictures. He was brash. He was kind of like, a movie star. He had a nickname, which was Toto. And when I was growing up, I would hear the stories, and I don't know how true they were, that if his father wasn't a policeman, like he would have gotten in so much trouble. He had scars. He drank hard. He partied hard because he worked hard. He did everything he could to provide for us. He worked all kinds of jobs. Nothing was too big or small. And I kind of learned that from him. And as a little boy, and probably my siblings can attest to this too, that's kind of what made him, added to the bad boy allure, I guess. My dad was like this cool guy who was always dressed up, was always confident in the life of the party. But underneath it all, it was simple. It was really uncomplicated. All he really wanted to do, and I'm really sad that it took me this long to realize this, was to make sure that him and his loved ones, or his loved ones and his friends, were taken care of. He was always willing to help, do anything. I never not once felt the support of my dad in everything that I did. I remember this one time when we first came to the States, and I was already old. Probably 12 or 13, and I was in middle school, and I kissed him goodbye before going to school. And I'm like, damn it, I'm 12. Like, why am I still doing that? They never made me feel embarrassed. That's just kind of a one example where he would just let you do what you needed to do, make you happy, and he would just be in the background supporting you. He was always goofy. He was funny. He was an alascador. I don't know what the translation to that is, but he made fun of you a lot. But that's just how he was. I don't know if any of you know this, but they didn't give him a chance, or when he first went into the hospital, they didn't even think he would make it off the table. But he did. He fought for 14 long months. That was the first surprise. The second surprise was when he regained consciousness after 6 months, or maybe it's been so long. They never thought he would speak again, but he did. They never thought he'd move the side of his body that was paralyzed, but he did, and he was surprising us at every turn. He always fought. That's how he was. At the end of it all, even at the very end, he knew that my mom wouldn't want to see him pass. So when he went, he made sure that we weren't there. Here's the last thing that I want to say is that, when we first came here, we were teenagers, or I was a teenager. My brothers and my sister wasn't even born yet. They were younger, and of course, as most teenagers do, I kind of rebelled in my own way, and I listened to too much rock music, maybe drank a little too earlier than I should, and kind of directed anger towards my dad. Maybe he didn't deserve, or I never tried to understand him, and I said this for a very long time now. If there was anything that my dad ever taught me, was how not to be like him. But I feel like that's so wrong. Because now, I need to tell you what I need to tell him. And he taught me so many things. If not in words, in his actions and the way he lived. Dami kong natutunan sa'yo pa. That's how Conrad was, or Toto, if you know him. We'd come in the room, he'd be the life of the party. And you never really felt his effect until he left the room. Kind of like how I feel now. He was always in the background, supporting, loving. And I felt like, talagang hindi ko siya naiintindihan for such a long time. It's only in this past year na even the prospect of actually losing him didn't dawn on me until it actually did. I'm so grateful to you sa lahat. Thank you for all your sacrifice. Thank you for all that you taught me. Thank you for everything that you did for me, especially those things that I didn't thank you for. Alam ko, nahirapan ka sa buhay mo, especially in your sickness. That's why I would not change anything. Wala akong babaguhin. It's how you lived, because you always lived true to yourself. I will try to be like you. So like I said earlier, his favorite song was Misty. But during the past few weeks, in his more lucid moments, my mom asked him, he's like, what's your favorite song? Is it Misty? And he was like, no, no, no. And my mom's like, what is it, Nearness of You? And he said, yeah, that's his favorite. So, some of the words to that song, I mean, I don't even like jazz, but I know the words to that song because I listened to it so many times. It starts with, it's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. Papa, we'll all strive to be near to you one day. I know you're going to be watching over us until then. Salamat sa lahat. Thank you for everything. Mahal na mahal ka namin. And again, thank you to each and every one of you who are here. Whether you know it or not, you are a part of his life, therefore you're a part of ours. We're a part of his story, and thank you for what you contributed. If anyone else would like to come up and say a few words, Conrad, mic is yours.